Okay, good morning and welcome to Shibi YouTube Iyun Mitzion. And I want to discuss Pesach's Orlah Perek Gimel, Mishnah Gimel, really, and Mishnah Beis also. But Mishnah Gimel adds in, besides Orlah, there's also three other Isurim Bechor. Bechor, it says it has to be, you can't get benefit from the shearings of a firstborn Bechor from its wool. Sar Nazir, when a Nazir concludes his Naziros, you have to shave his head. Peter Chamor, it's also Asr by Navi, it says Kadosh, yeah, it's Kadosh. And Peter Chamor is considered Arifa. We learn from Egla Arifa, that if you have a firstborn donkey that wasn't redeemed with a seh, with a sheep, so then you have to kill it with an axe at the back of its head. So that is Asr Hana. If you want to skin it, even the hides are Asr. And the shear for Asring is Molo Hasit, this amount that you took from the leather, you took from the hair of the Nazir, you took from the wool, and you made it into the beged. Just like by Orlah. Orlah also, the shear is molested if you colored it over there. So these things are all Asr Behana. Yesterday I talked about the difference between a regular Isra Hana, which talks about Mesachos Pesachim. The beginning of the second paragraph of Mesachos Pesachim talks about when it says Isra Achila, it's Mashma Isra Hana also, according to one opinion. The Chizkiah says that anytime it says Bal Tochal, Isra Hana is also included, unless the Torah otherwise states that the Hana is mutter. Hana means to get financial or physical benefit from something. Even if you don't actually eat it, consume it, it's still Asr. I explained yesterday that Orlah is a different type of Isra Hana. There's two types of Isra Hana in the Torah. The Mesachos Pesachim is talking about Isra Hana, where the source is Achila, and the reason the Hana forbidden to get financial or physical benefit, even if you're just rubbing and anointing yourself with it, or you're lighting it as firewood to cook food, the reason it's Asr is Gzeira. It's Gzeira D'Oraisa, so you might come to actually eat it. When it comes to Orlah, that's not the reason. Orlah, the reason that it's Asr Bahna, and therefore you can't benefit even from a visual benefit, which is a metaphysical benefit, which is not a physical benefit, because Orlah, the reason you can't benefit from the first 3 years of the fruit is not because you might come to eat it, because you're probably not going to come to eat the first 3 years of the fruit. It doesn't taste that good. The reason is the Torah says, Torah wants you to distance yourself from something. Right? Like I mentioned, the reason by Orlah is Hashem wants you to have a good appetite for the real fruit that will come. You want to enjoy the first fruit from the tree, should be the one that's ripe, and the first 3 years is not good fruit. So same thing when it comes to a Bechor being nana from the Giza. These are something called Kadosh. When instead in Torah, like the Sar Nazir, the hair of a Nazir is called Kadosh. It's holy. When it's holy, the hair of the Nazir, you're not going to eat hair. Most people don't eat hair. You have to show respect. Certain things, the Torah says, these are holy things, and you have to show respect to them. And show respect meaning only use them in ways that are respectful, ways that you're gonna, you're gonna savor the moment that you use them. You have to treat them with respect, meaning use them. Kedusha, I'm all going to talk about in the living marriage. The lectures I'm giving now about marriage, about intimacy in marriage. Kedusha really is about enjoying it to the most, savoring the moment, and that's what Orlah is. Orlah Isra Hana is that you should savor the moment when you're eating ripe fruit. And here also by a Bechor, you shouldn't use the wool of a Bechor because you want to savor it and use it in the right way. And the same thing when it comes to Peter Chamor, and when it comes to anything that's called Kadosh, Kedusha, means use it in the right way. You're not supposed to not use it, but show respect to save it at the right moment. It has nothing to do with you might come to eat it. No one's going to eat hair. But you might use hair to make sackcloth. You might use the leather of a Peter Chamor to make leather. But at the point of the Kedusha is not that you shouldn't come to eat it. It's that you should come to enjoy it, and that includes both physically and metaphysically. Even something like enjoying the sight or the color of something would be included in this. It's a different type of Isra Hana. It's not related to you might come to eat it, and it's related to show respect to it, that you should enjoy it in the best possible way, savor the moment when you enjoy it. There's a different type of Hana completely that we're talking about in Mishnayos. That's why Svia, even coloring is also, as I explained yesterday. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.